I put the sides together for our box. I had some struggles. The smaller side and the bottom ran into each other. There was overlap at one corner, so I chopped off 3.175 millimeters from the small one so it would fit.
I started our code really simple, just flip the switch, it goes forward, flip it back, it goes back, and then now I'm trying to get it to be random and it's so close, we're probably just going to leave it there for a while, but it's not done. It's been a considerable amount of today getting the switch to flip this easily.
I did some planning. This is a bird's eye view of the bottom because we need to figure out where to put the holes for everything.
I started making the mount for the servo. I assembled it with the servo, and then I just went back realizing I needed to move where the little hole for the servo was, and it turns out I lost it all. I don't know why. That's a struggle. Quick update, I just fixed the servo mount. I was ready to put the Arduino guts inside and check to see if they fit with the new bottom I just made. And so I put it in and nothing shows up. And I go, oh, that's weird.
No,
we
just
definitely
a little part showed up.
we definitely had an assembly of all the guts for the Arduino connected together. Same one we used for the enclosure. And then I opened the part, double click it in a new window, and nothing there at all. So Leah, what would you have to say for yourself?
I think I accidentally deleted it.
That sounds lovely.
I'm working on the hinge. It's a little bit difficult.
You also worked on the top today.
Yeah, I was fixing the top's dimensions and putting it into the whole assembly.
I'm putting together the bottom, making holes in the bottom for the battery and the Arduino, and getting the Arduino there. We have half of the top. The sides are done, but we still have some cuts to make in the top and the bottom.
I worked on the hinge.
And I worked on assembling the bottom, and Dr. Shields helped me, so I finally got the measurements right for the holes so we can actually mate things properly.
I finished the hinge.
And I got a servo arm that actually fits in our assembly. And I put together almost all the other pieces. We're on schedule.
Yesterday I figured out that my hinge I made was really messed up. It was only 15 millimeters wide, which is really small. So I'm fixing it, and it's pretty ugly right now. I made a new hinge because I totally screwed up the first one. We have a new hinge.
I worked on the servo arm, which I had to make so it will fit around the other servo arm that comes with the servo. That was really hard, actually.
I remade the hinge because now it was too big, but I think we finally have a hinge that's gonna work.
And we finally have a servo arm that's gonna work.
I'm working on the code a little bit, but I haven't really gotten very far at all.
We've both been working on the box today. Leah was making the hinge holes, screw holes. I made screw holes in the sides.
Our assembly is complete, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we don't have to say anything.
Cool. I worked on the code and maybe have a solution.
And I had such a struggle with the motion study. I don't know how to do it. It's driving me bonkers. I'm determined to do it because everyone else is slacking off and not doing a motion study. And it seems sensible to do one before we print everything. I gave up on the motion study because it was too hard.
We're getting out early today. I'm so cold. We're coming to you from You Print 2, where we are starting to print two sides, a hinge, well, two parts of a hinge and an arm, which is exciting.
That's all of the parts we need to print fit on one sheet, so we'll see if this works. Today we finally got out of the printer these sides, which one of them is a little junky, but we think we can sand it and make it work. We also got our servo arm, which fits on this guy, which was like best thing that happened all day, as far as I'm concerned.
We also have hinge parts, but
we
don't have them with us.
We laser cut these, so this is like the side with the battery door, this is the bottom, wow, you really can't see that, and this is one of the sides. So really all we have left is the top to cut, and then the thing that holds the servo.
I'm sanding our hinge because it doesn't work well when the wires are put in. I think it works. These are so
okay. Today I have been wiring with the mini breadboard and the Arduino shield. I screwed everything on, and so now we can see our code currently tells us when the flip switch is that way, and then it's back. So there's a little bit to perfect, but as you can see, the box is coming together.
We just laser cut one of our top pieces, but it turned out really small.
Way too small.
We're not
Like
really
so
sure.
too small. It's itty bitty. Those are the little itty bitty dovetails.
Not
So
sure what's going on.
we don't know what's wrong.
This is our last part we need to make. I was working on laser printing our last part, and for some reason it was doing it really huge. We're not
For some
sure.
reason, I don't know, maybe someone did something wrong. So today we put all of our pieces together and we're essentially there. We haven't yet figured out how to make it work when the servo arm is low enough that this can close. A lot of material. I'm sorry, I don't think I can handle this. It just keeps... Oh my gosh, what did we code it to do, Leah? Literally a living creature. It just stopped.
Well, it's pretty exciting. We got our code to work with some help from Dr. Shields. And
Yeah, a few of the times that the code wasn't working, it was just because we didn't have it plugged in. Do we have anything left to do?
I don't think so. I think we're
So are we done?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
This is probably our last video diary.
Yeah.
Goodbye.